Hello, buddy. Welcome back to Tin Man's Core Channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor, and today I'll be reacting to a tele-animated video for you guys, and this one is the evolution of Doctor Strange. And I did that hand gesture because he's a sorcerer. So without further ado, I'm going to turn these lights off, move the camera up here for you guys, and let's get this reaction on the road and in the bag, shall we? Oh, good, okay, here we go.
After injuring his hands in a car crash, brilliant neurosurgeon Stephen Strange seeks training by the Ancient One to heal himself, becoming a powerful sorcerer. But how has Doctor Strange evolved on screen? Let's conjure up his evolution to find out. Animated. In his first live-action appearance, psychiatrist Doctor Strange wears a purple bodysuit, excessive jewelry, a black and red cloak, golden arm bracers with a matching belt, and his hair is era-appropriate.
I had not seen this version of Doctor Strange since this was in '78, but to me, with that ensemble, he almost looks like he's about ready to conjure up some bad voodoo. But let's continue.
Strange uses an inherited magic ring to ward off an evil witch, earning him a new set of blue fatigues with an added star emblem and yellow cape. And while this film was meant to kickstart a TV series, it failed to launch. Strange's animated debut,
which back in them days, they had a hard time trying to get some other characters to be syndicated. Spider-Man worked out for a little while, but it failed, and then Captain America only did 2 movies around that time. But the only series that worked was Lou Ferrigno and Bill Bixby's Incredible Hulk show. And they tried to spin off Daredevil and Thor as well, but it didn't happen. But I can tell you right here, this costume almost looks like he got it from an alien being because it looks like it came from outer space.
Incorporates his comic chest symbol, touch of gray hair, and a comic-accurate cloak of levitation, with his mystical Eye of Agamotto used as a brooch. In his second live-action portrayal, he wears a fully blue suit with a yellow-lined cape. The studio producing this film lost the rights to use Doctor Strange, so he instead goes by Dr. Mordred. This doctor is apparently an alien from space who wants to protect Earth from his...
Okay, now this one is an alien. He's got the similar color palette like on the first Doctor Strange suit, but without the big star and gold accents around the cuffs and belt. But I never heard of this one either. But it's weird what names studios come up with when they lose the rights to call them by their comic accurate names.
Wizardly nemesis. Spider-Man the Animated Series features a beefy Strange. He has a purple shirt, yellow gloves, a wider cape collar, and his third eye makes its on-screen premiere. In his earlier X-Men cameos, he, for some reason, looks completely different.
That right there creeps me out. I saw that Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange in his second movie was able to get a third eye towards the end. It's weird just seeing it pop up on your forehead like that.
Lacks his gloves and fashions a steel blue shirt and a vertical collar. The somewhat related Hulk series simplifies his look, adds in short orange gloves, and his first televised goatee.
I remember this one when I watched that episode of the Incredible Hulk cartoon, but he almost looks like a laid-back Doctor Strange wearing a blue sweatshirt that don't have no fancy wizardry patterns on it. That's still a cool look for him. And plus, this will be easy look to replicate for a costume on Halloween.
This basic comic-like design is also recreated in the Superhero Squad show. In his solo animated film, Strange wears a black and red overcoat getup and a simplified cloak.
I've seen that movie. I thought it was unique seeing Doctor Strange with a black cloak, almost like he grabbed it from Dracula's closet. But the cloak just looks simplified, like he said. It don't have no sorcery patterning on it and don't have that pointy collar like you see in the past cartoons.
Although in Planet Hulk, his cloak is much more embellished. In Ultimate Spider-Man / Avengers...
I forgot that was supposed to have been him in the Planet Hulk cameo. Must have added on to his cape after the events of his Doctor Strange movie.
He wears a dark bodysuit, yellow boots, artfully blended gloves, and his collar is more hooked. Not to mention, he also has lusciously long hair.
I've seen the Ultimate Spider-Man and Avengers Assemble cartoon shows for a little bit, and I do remember episodes where he showed up, but I didn't remember his Eye of Agamotto having an actual eyeball in it. But he almost looks like he came out of a 70s rock band.
The Hulk sister series brightens up this design, and the Halloween spin-off movie gives him a sleeker look with a ludicrous collar.
Okay, I like this one a little bit better, but I just don't like the big collar. And I prefer the dark blue that he had on his suit from Ultimate Spider-Man and Avengers Assemble series. But at least the designers added the gray back into his hair.
Plus, this version of him can even turn into a giant dream dragon.
That's cool to have.
Marvel Discweaver Strange has silver hair, a pointy collar, and added bicep bracer.
Yeah, this is something that an anime company came up with. I never even seen it. But basically, all these superheroes are in like discs, and the kids can like throw them to make them come out, or they turn into them. It's almost similar to like Bakugan or Pokemon.
The MCU Strange wears a blue tunic, bulky belt, and has cloth wrapped around his gauntlets and boots. His cloak has a plaid lining and 2 shoulder clasps. He uses a sling ring to open up portals, and notably houses the Time Infinity Stone inside the Eye of Agamotto, which he uses to thwart a space entity from consuming Earth by annoying him in an unending time loop.
I thought that was a cool scene. I mean, I would get annoyed too if he kept showing up saying the same thing. I come to bargain. But I like this Doctor Strange. It's simplified, and it's cool that his cape has like a check line pattern in it. And the Eye of Agamotto is being used to house the Time Stone instead of being like another sorcery amulet device.
This live-action look would inspire his designs in Marvel Future Avengers, Marvel Superhero Adventures, his Lego version, and his 2017 animated appearance, which briefly becomes Venomized. Additionally,
I don't remember seeing that episode of the new Spider-Man show. I haven't watched that one as much. But it seems like they try to put Venom on every single superhero nowadays.
his Avengers Assemble design will be altered to closer match the MCU. In Thor Ragnarok, Strange now has his classic chest symbol, a redder belt, his cloth threading is more colorful, and he wears old-school yellow gloves, although Infinity War ignores these alterations.
What? That's not right. I thought he looked cool with the yellow gloves and the different colored armbands, unless Strange was just trying on a new thing and he didn't like it as much.
In this film, he teams up with other superheroes to face off against Thanos, and to save the life of Tony Stark, Strange relinquishes the Time Stone, helping to allow Thanos to dust him and half the universe away. But 5 years later in Endgame, he's undusted and portals his way back to help defeat the Mad Titan. What If features an alternative MCU Strange, as well as a gaunt, purple-suited villainous variation that absorbs numerous beings,
Oh, wow. That one looks wicked cool. He almost looks like a dark vampire magician character.
including his alternative Strange rival, briefly becoming a demonic monster. And there's also a zombie variant. In No Way Home, he adds warm loungewear to his attire to combat a draft. This time, Strange botches a Forget-Me spell for Spider-Man, accidentally bringing out other wall crawlers into the MCU, and their respective villains. In Multiverse of Madness, his chest symbol is back. His gauntlets are leather, he has black boots, a simplified belt, and his necklace is more taut.
Okay, I actually kind of like this look better than the one he was introduced to the MCU with. Kind of makes him look more closer to his comic book counterpart, but I wish he brought back the yellow gloves.
This film also features a red and black suited Defender Strange with an added ponytail.
This Doctor Strange reminded me of the one we just looked at that was from the animated movie with the black and red color ensemble, which that ain't a bad look for a sorcerer of the mystic arts.
Who quickly dies, a blue and silver suited Supreme Strange, but he's screamed to death for his own atrocities.
Now that one ain't bad either. But I noticed that this Doctor Strange don't even have a goatee and mustache. Color palette makes him look like a sorcerer supreme from an alien planet. That ain't bad, actually, but I hated that he was taken away because of what he did on his Earth. That was too much for the Illuminati to handle.
Our cold, corrupted, sinister Strange, with an occasional third eye who also doesn't last too long. And in addition, the MCU Strange uses the Darkhold to take over Defender's corpse, acquiring a flying demon cloak. This adventure finds our titular hero protecting a multiverse-hopping America Chavez from the Scarlet Witch. And in the end, our OG Strange gains his own third eye.
I know if he was using that third eye, it would be painful if somebody poked it. I still am a fan of the MCU Doctor Strange, but his appearance from the second Doctor Strange movie, Multiverse of Madness, but all the other variants from the early movies to the cartoon shows and the alternate Doctor Stranges in that second movie was really cool to look at. But let me know down in the comments which one is your favorite Doctor Strange variant. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications for more animated reactions like this. This has been another successful installment of the Tin Man's Core channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor, and I said that's a wrap. Have a nice day, y'all.